Power is born in silence. It does not announce itself with noise or need the world to notice. It observes, calculates, and waits for the precise moment to act. Every empire, every revolution, every legend began in stillness, in that invisible breath before motion. Power begins not with force, but with control. The control of self, of impulse, of the storms inside that beg to be released. The one who can master stillness masters the battlefield. For silence reveals more than sound ever will. When chaos erupts and others react, the powerful remain calm. When emotion demands response, they wait, because patience bends the world toward those who understand timing. To control one's silence is to control one's presence, and presence is the first face of power. Yet control without concealment invites danger, so disguise becomes the second face. Never reveal your full strength. Never let them read your rhythm. The art of disguise is not deception, it's protection. Mystery disarms more effectively than aggression ever could. Be kind but unreadable, ambitious but subtle. Let them underestimate you. It's the sweetest defense. What the world cannot define, it cannot destroy. When your intentions are sacred and your moves veiled, curiosity becomes your ally, and those who watch you become tethered to your enigma. Power thrives in that ambiguity. It multiplies in the shadows where clarity dies. Still, power cannot remain hidden forever. It must project, not to boast, but to command. Command the room, not with arrogance, but with gravity. True presence is not about taking space. It is about defining it. When you walk in, carry stillness that feels louder than words. Confidence isn't volume, it's vibration. People follow certainty before they follow logic. Before you speak, own the silence. Before you act, own the air. Your energy should feel like the pause before thunder. Your calm, the kind that turns heads without needing explanation. Command is calmness shaped into certainty. It is how the invisible becomes undeniable. From that command arises the understanding that power is not a clash of wills. It's a game of systems. The world runs on patterns, on unspoken codes that govern behavior and decision. The wise do not fight the players. They master the board. Every environment, every relationship, every conflict is a structure to be studied. You gain nothing by reacting. You gain everything by observing. The one who sees the pattern controls the outcome. The best move is often patience, because life rewards foresight more than fury. Do not chase victory. Design inevitability. When you understand how the game moves, you can shift the terrain beneath others' feet without lifting a sword. Power belongs to the strategist who sees the board whole, not the warrior lost in the battle. But even strategy depends on communication, and language is its weapon. Words crown or crucify. They build empires or burn them. To speak like a king is to weigh every syllable as though it carries history. To listen like a spy is to harvest what others never meant to reveal. Most people speak to be heard. The powerful speak to be remembered. A measured tone carries more authority than a raised voice. Every pause becomes punctuation. Every glance a sentence. True authority does not shout. It resonates. But greater than speaking is listening. The spy listens for intention, for fear, for the tremor beneath confidence. In the quiet between words, entire strategies are revealed. He who listens longer leads longer, for the world reveals itself to patient ears. The king commands the world with his voice. The spy controls it with his silence, and together they form the dual mastery of influence. Yet even kings and spies must understand the sanctuary of secrecy. Silence is not emptiness. It is incubation. The loud declare dreams. The quiet build them. While others seek validation, you collect results. Attention drains energy. Focus multiplies it. Do not confuse being seen with being significant. Build in the dark so your success arrives like thunder. True power grows away from applause, for what is unseen cannot be undone. Noise may attract, but silence sustains. Every empire that endures begins unseen, shaped not by proclamation, but by preparation. Let your silence create tension so thick it feels like destiny gathering itself. In that silence, you discover the next currency of power, loyalty. Loyalty is not born of affection, but of alignment. People follow advantage, not sentiment. You do not buy loyalty. You earn it through consistency, through presence, through the gravity of your value. Test loyalty with distance, with silence, with uncertainty. Those who remain are allies. Those who vanish were never part of your foundation. Reward loyalty quietly, punish betrayal in shadow, and then move on. Never confuse forgiveness with permission. Loyalty without mutual benefit is slavery. Loyalty without boundaries is weakness. Make yourself indispensable so that betrayal becomes self-destruction. The powerful inspire loyalty through necessity, not dependency. Remember, a king who trusts too easily dies quickly, but one who trusts no one dies alone. Balance both. Let loyalty flow where value flows. When value stops, release it. Every alliance must be living, not lingering. The empire that clings to dead bonds rots from within. After loyalty comes grace, the illusion of effortlessness. The higher you climb, the less you must appear to climb. Struggle, seen weakens perception. Ease mystifies. The greatest power is to make the impossible look natural. Hide the grind, reveal the glow. Let others call it talent or destiny when it is discipline in disguise. Every master knows that the calm you show is the chaos you've already conquered. The world believes what it sees. Let it see only the glide, never the gears. Perception shapes belief, and belief shapes obedience. When people cannot measure your effort, they worship your ease. They hesitate before challenging what seems untouchable, and hesitation is victory. The illusion of effortlessness is not deceit, it's design, the art of turning fatigue into poise. The world must never see you sweat. It should only see you shine. Move like time bends for you. Speak like truth chose you. That aura of inevitability becomes your armor. But even the composed face must confront the one shadow that tests all power, fear. Every powerful person meets fear as both enemy and architect. Fear builds walls, sharpens instincts, defines boundaries. It teaches where not to fall and what not to lose. The difference between the weak and the wise is that the wise translate fear into focus. Fear is not a warning to stop. It's a signal of significance. What terrifies you most often hides what will transform you most. Do not run from fear. Study it. The moment you name it, it loses dominion. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is motion despite trembling. Every leader doubts, but the powerful act through doubt. The world mirrors what you project. Uncertainty breeds chaos. Confidence creates order. Fear, once mastered, becomes fuel. It no longer leads, you do. Power lives in the second after hesitation. The breath where choice overrides fear. That is where legend begins. And when fear is mastered, all that remains is legacy. The final rule of power is understanding that victory is temporary, but legacy is eternal. Power is not possession, it's projection. It's not what you hold in your hands, but what continues when you're gone. Legacy is the echo of purpose, the proof that your influence outlived your presence. Most chase to win, the powerful build to last. Victory ends with applause. Legacy begins in silence. To be remembered for your presence is vanity. To be felt in your absence is immortality. Do not build for noise. Build for continuation. Every crown rusts, every throne crumbles, but the systems you create, the energy you shape, the ideas you leave, they endure. The greatest leaders design succession, not dependence. They rule by contribution, not command. Legacy is the art of embedding yourself into the rhythm of time until even without your name, the world still moves in your pattern. When you understand this, you stop chasing control and start embodying it. Power is not a moment. It's a mood. It begins in silence, hides in disguise, commands through presence, refines itself through patience, expresses itself through language, grows in secrecy, balances through loyalty, shines through grace, strengthens through fear, and transcends through legacy. Together, these